Thank you very much. I appreciate being here with all of my colleagues and with the witnesses. And I will say I'm finding myself very disturbed here on behalf of Douglas Elliman. And I guess I will direct it to Ms. Conroy since she's the senior person here. So we've read the Newsday articles. We know you have. We've heard the tapes. We know you have. All of your group today have testified they believe they were misrepresented in the article, and yet none of them can explain what they think their definition of directing or misdirecting people in housing is. So it doesn't seem that they even understand what the issues are, even though they believe they were misrepresented. And now, months and months later, when Douglas Elliman is saying that they have trained and retrained, still none of them could define what steering is. They don't think they've seen it, they don't think they've done it, but they don't know what it is. So please explain to me, on behalf of Douglas Elliman, what it is you think you are training people to do to ensure that they do not continue, whether they thought they were or not, these very disturbing patterns of housing discrimination in the work that they do.
I can only answer it by, as I have answered it, our training is specific. It was written by an attorney. It is intense. They have to pass tests many times. They very well know what steering is. Maybe they don't know how to articulate it to your satisfaction, but they know what steering is, and they know that is completely against all fair housing laws. So I would put our training up. We've sent you our training. I think that you can see that it is very comprehensive, and we have a zero tolerance policy. If we thought these agents were steering or treating people differently, based on a whole conversation, not looking at snippets of a video, they would have been fired. We don't tolerate it. That is not who we are as a company, and we don't tolerate it. And so the Newsday article, as I said when I started, was very, very disturbing to us because of our stance against discrimination. And we are a very diverse company. So I don't know how we could enhance our training any more than we've done. It's just that comprehensive.
So I just heard you say that, and I believe that there was printed materials, and I'm sure one of my colleagues have it and the staff have it, and I will happily take a look at it. But I just heard your three representatives say, even though they were in the articles, so in theory, they would have been participating in any of the retraining you were doing, they all said they don't even know what steering is or what it looks like. So I have to say, I think we have to go back to the drawing board for what the training ought to be.
I don't believe that's what they said, Senator. I think they said that they don't see it in their community or with the associates in their office or in the marketplace, and they don't do it. So they all know what steering is. I mean, that's the first thing anybody learns in the first course you take to become an agent. So, but they don't see it happening. It's not visible to their eye in their community, and they don't do it. And I think that's what they said.
I think they went farther than that and saying they weren't even sure, they wouldn't even know what it really looked like. And that seems to me to be impossible. My real point is, I believe based on the testimony I've heard so far, just from this first panel, that people need to go back to the drawing board and revisit exactly what the definitions are and how to make sure you are not crossing the line in your daily job performance. Because I suspect very strongly that if there was a follow-up set of tests in Long Island right now, we probably wouldn't see significant different outcomes from when Newsday was doing their initial evaluation. And that is the fundamental issue that I think concerns all of us in the state legislature.